It's about 11:22 p.m. Thursday, October 2nd. Got on my custom-made T-shirt here. Oklahoma State, American flag, Purdue. Or Twin Peaks, which I have a token share to own it since had an IPO and I don't know, whatever. I watched the baseball game. I watched the Yankees win. Then the football game was on Amazon. Well, they fumbled the ball down there on the 1 yard line, scoring a touchdown, lost it, but they got the ball back, made a long field goal, went to overtime. I left when they tied it, and I haven't even looked to see who won. I guess it's over. One of my roommates said he doesn't remember who won the game, but he won $40 on parlays or something. So good for him. Because my hair is all sticking up, so whatever. Government shutdown's on, and somebody's were saying it might last a while. Well, I guess whatever happens, happens. I'm not a government employee, so I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not an employee anywhere. I'm self-employed sole proprietor for the IRS. Roommates, websites, consulting. Merrill Lynch, you owe me $1 trillion for the trespassing charge and disrespecting my degrees at the police and courthouse backing it up. So everybody involved in that chain of command, you owe me $1 trillion, punks. Topeka and the license office. Smith Barney, Payne Weber, Oppenheimer, the entire Kansas City, Missouri Plaza stockbroker office community. You owe me $1 trillion, punks. All the punks get put in prison for 10, 20 years. See how they like it. We're involved with disrespecting me. Now, anybody who doesn't know about this shit needs to know about it. All the innocent people who think everything works perfectly the way it's supposed to need to know about this shit. It ain't right. And if you're innocent and you don't believe in this shit, you probably should evacuate until it gets made right. And it hadn't been made right for 40 fucking years since I was 64, 24. I was out of Purdue in 83, 85, Now I admit that, I was fucked up because Dad, with his Ivy League degree, saying shit. And I was fucked up because of the Wilburs at Purdue saying shit. And I'd be arrested if I went to stockbroker offices in Kansas City. Fish and market theory, can't make money in the stock market, maximize stock owner value shit that they taught. And say they teach you useful information and they say they can't do what they teach. And I personally will be thrown in jail by going to a stockbroker office in Kansas City. Made the whole place a joke, a bunch of crap, just like everything's a bunch of crap. Just because you own the place doesn't mean you get a paycheck. I own the place. These degrees have to have a paycheck, $4 billion a year minimum wage, based on the top hedge fund paycheck in the country last year. It's past due since kindergarten diploma because the punk said my degrees don't matter, so they're flunk out of kindergarten equivalents. And yeah, school, everything's full of crap and fraud, and I'm going to make that plain. But yeah, I didn't make straight A's. You think that makes me an idiot? I think you're a fucking idiot, a liar, and a fraud. I mean, it makes me more smart than you because I openly discussed it. It's all a bunch of crap. Everything's a bunch of crap. You're no different than everybody else. Straight A's. Well, I don't know. If you think you can disrespect me, have me arrested for trespassing like you've done, and I'm going to accept it, you're wrong. I'm not going to accept it. I'm going to say you're a flunk out of kindergarten. Fuck them off the planet. Told some girl yesterday sitting there next to me at Texas Roadhouse eating dinner. She started laughing when I said I'd been thrown in jail. I said, I don't think it's funny. I think they all need to be shot. I still do. I think they all need to be shot. Bullets put in them. Teach them a lesson. Getting this bullshit. And minimum wage for me, I don't expect to get paid because I own the place. I expect $5 to $4 billion a year because of my degrees and test scores because you're no different than everybody else. Paycheck president, business license president. I started saying that to one of my roommates who's crazy. So do you understand what that means? That concept? So really, I'm gonna put this on CNBC. I own Comcast. I don't CNBC. I think it's owned by Comcast right now. It was. I don't know. I guess it is. I own Twin Peaks and 12. I own Bank of America. Owns Merrill Lynch. They never responded to these issues. They said things like Merrill Lynch is private property and private company has nothing to do with Merrill Lynch in New York and all this shit that they say. They don't need to have bullets put in them and put in prison. And they need to end this shit. End it forever. Everybody involved needs to be fucked up. Well, if there's any girls from Purdue I've ever mentioned in my videos, if I've seen you around Johnson County where I am here in the last 6 months, or if there are lookalikes of people from Purdue that I haven't probably had contact with since Purdue, or I didn't have that much contact with when I was at Purdue. And there could have been lookalikes of students I had contact with when I was there. I mean, I don't fucking know. I said I'd marry Purdue girls if these girls from Purdue, Cranert, were in my classes and I worked with, whatever. If you're in Kansas City looking for me or looking to see, am I for real? Is he really doing this? Is that him? Yeah. You want to come over and say hi to me? Give me a call? Fine, I don't care. You say I'm right and I agree with you on everything? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a coalition to start blitzing on these fucking punks until they fucking goddamn get it right. I'm right, they're wrong. They're fucking punks. CNBC, I'd be happy to be a consultant, paid commentary. I'm looking for at least $4 billion a year paycheck. I can discuss everything on a CNBC special and everything I can recall since Woolworths, Video Corner, everything. Coldwell Banker, Reese Nichols, Merrill Lynch. So we'll just make this reality TV show about reality. So yeah, I'm the real deal. I'm Bunky from Linwood South, Indian Creek, the Beta House at Oklahoma State, Purdue. That's me. Yeah. $4 billion a year man, past due since kindergarten for every year, at least that much. Punks. And $1 trillion for the Nazi punk ass disrespect, mafia, trespassing shit. And since the headquarters never calls me back to address the issues, they're guilty. I said they're guilty. Common sense, right? They're guilty. They're punks. Everybody's a punk.